Good morning. Our topics today include a new service that helps veterans get medicinal marijuana, 900 pounds of marijuana found at a traffic stop, Microsoft sees future in marijuana industry, a cop gets busted for growing marijuana, and will marijuana be able to save Atlantic City from bankruptcy? Stay stoned to find out.
Good morning and welcome to Marijuana News Network. I'm your anchor, Bud Greenfield.
Will marijuana be able to save Atlantic City from bankruptcy? A bill that could make Atlantic City a major marijuana destination similar to Denver was introduced on June 16th by the New Jersey Assemblyman Reed Gusiora. The bill would regulate the growing, consumption, and sale of marijuana to anyone over the age of 21. Gusiora says, if you go to Seattle and Vancouver, legalized recreational dispensaries are not in the downtown area. His bill wouldn't actually make downtown full of dispensaries. It would just make it easier to purchase marijuana near all of the main tourism spots in the city. Atlantic City went through a similar money problem back in 1976. Soon following the start of the problem, they legalized gambling and became known as the Las Vegas of the East Coast. So Gusiora is hoping that this new industry will help give their economy the boost it needs. A 20% tax will be added to all commercial sales of cannabis as well as the growth of cannabis. Half of that income will go to the general tax fund of the city, 30% towards transportation of products, 10% will go towards decreasing the drug usage in the city. He hopes that legalization will drastically reduce the unfair prosecution of marijuana-related crimes. Cop gets busted for growing marijuana. In Mocksville, North Carolina, a cleaning crew found a hose connected to a federal hydrant on the side of the road. Following the water hose out into the woods, they found 11 marijuana plants hidden. Evidence found at the scene led police to Thomas Gaskin, a former Brunswick County Sheriff's Office deputy. Thomas surrendered a small amount of marijuana and gave his consent to a house search to the Sheriff's Office Special Investigation Unit. In their search, they found he had turned his closet into a grow room complete with ventilation systems, but he hadn't used it at any point yet. Thomas Gaskins is only being charged with a misdemeanor for the small amount of marijuana that he gave to the police. Microsoft sees future in marijuana industry. Those in the cannabis business know all too well the problems that arise when trying to deal with banks that don't want to affiliate with any money pertaining to the cannabis business. This forces many dispensaries to be cash only or use software. One such company, aptly named Kind, is partnering with Microsoft to make the software transition easy. Kind's AgriSoft seed-to-sale software does basically what the name implies. Kind is already set to provide software to Puerto Rico, which has legal medicinal marijuana. David Dimmenberg, founder and CEO of Kind, is quoted as saying, Microsoft is helping us support governments in their expansion of cannabis legislation. They're experienced at providing platforms for government regulations. This is something Microsoft does every day of the week with other businesses and other categories. Microsoft said in a statement, we support government customers and partners to help them meet their mission. Kind Financial is building solutions on our government cloud to help these agencies regulate and monitor controlled substances and items and manage compliance with jurisdictional laws and regulations. Kimberly Nelson, Executive Director of State and Local Government Solutions at Microsoft, said, we do think there will be significant growth. As the industry is regulated, there will be more transactions and we believe there will be more sophisticated requirements and tools down the road. 900 pounds of marijuana found at traffic stop. Two men in Maryland were carrying over 900 pounds of marijuana. Authorities found it during a traffic stop on Interstate 95. The men were stopped in Cecil County for a traffic violation. A drug detection dog had alerted the authorities and that led to a search of the vehicle. It was then that authorities found 938 pounds of marijuana. The two men are being charged with possession of a controlled dangerous substance, possession of more than 50 pounds of marijuana, and possession of marijuana with intent to distribute. New service to help veterans get medicinal marijuana. Next month, Charlottetown PEI is ready to open a new office building that offers advice and aid for military veterans that are trying to get medicinal marijuana. Dennis McKenzie, a veteran of Canada's military, is going to serve as a volunteer as head of the PEI branch of Marijuana for Trauma Incorporated. McKenzie says there was a stigma attached and we are trying to break down that stigma. This is absolutely medication. We need it. Jim Grant, a 79-year-old veteran of the Royal Canadian Navy, started using medicinal marijuana about 2 months ago because he wanted to deal with the intense pain in his back because of arthritis. He said, "The results were absolutely amazing. I'm here to support others who can be helped. The organization's services are mostly tailored to retired police officers, military veterans, and other first responders, but is also open to the public. The Office of Marijuana for Trauma is scheduled to open on July 20th, 2016. That's it for today. Bud Greenfield, out. Give me my damn bone.